Hello, hello, hello. This is your man, Nicholas Shepherd from the Shepherd Family Enterprise, Business Administration and Information Systems Consultants. And what I'm here to do today, we are having a little discussion about the brand new year. Okay, 2023. Okay, so basically, we want to do is to find out exactly what's going on. Um, and how we're going to go about doing a lot of things to improve our abilities, okay, throughout the year, okay. I want you to understand that there are a lot of things going on um, in our society right now, and the thing is where you want to be at, um, within the next 12 months, okay. So my thing is this. All right. If you have any type of aspirations, anything like that, or what you want to do in the future within the next 3 or 4 months, okay, go about and get it done. Okay. Start writing your plan out for the whole year. Break things down to hours. Okay, from hours. All right. To um, days or for minutes. Okay, how many minutes you're going to spend on a project in one day, or how many hours you're going to spend on a project in one day, how many days a week you're going to work on your project. You want to have exactly when you want to be, where you want to be at the end of each month. Okay, you have to write these things down, plan these things out. Um, Keep a log. Okay, those of you that have been following my business blogs, okay, business mindset. Um, you need to go out and check those. Go ahead and check that out, and from there you'll be able to see a lot of other things that's available to you and be able to come to some type of conclusion where you want to be at. All right. My main thing is write something down. All right. Write an ideal down and pursue that ideal. It doesn't matter if it work or not. It would lead you somewhere. Okay. And it would lead you out of your current situation if you are in a bad situation. If you're not in a bad situation and you're struggling to get off that first stage or that first level of a business setting, go back and look at the videos and see if you can fully understand. There's a message in all my videos, and you have to listen to them. I am able to go through my videos and I listen to my videos constantly every day. And every day I'm inspired by the things I say. And I know that these things are coming from a spiritual force. I know that the things that I'm talking about is a seed, and the seed is planted in my mind. And as it grow and ferments and grow, and I continue to find out new things and go to different directions. I meet different people. I'm inspired. I inherit more confidence in everything in what I'm doing because I'm constantly listening to my training videos. It's a self-awareness, um, structured video. All my videos are structured awareness, and you need to look at videos. And another thing I want you to do, I want you to like, okay, my videos. I want you to share it, and I want you to put a comment in and tell you and let me know exactly what's going on, and how do you think that I need to increase the possibilities of what is going on. Okay. Another thing that I would like to talk to you about is some of you may not actually been paying attention to this, is Africa. All right. Now's a good time to start researching the different opportunities in Africa. Okay, there's a lot of different things going on in Africa right now. Positive things are going on. Africa is growing. Africa is growing faster than you can ever imagine. And what you need to do is to find out exactly what you want to do and how it would impact your life in the future. Okay. Um, Meet somebody from Africa. And as I explained in my other videos, you're not going to meet the perfect person. Just like if a person comes to the United States and don't know where they're going and they go in the wrong area, they're not going to meet then they may have a lot of money. Okay. They're not going to meet the perfect business minded person when they first get here, and they're going to make mistakes. They're going to lose money. People are going to rip them off, everything like that. But the persistentness that we have to incorporate into our lives, we must understand that no matter what we do in our life, we are able to accomplish the things that we need in order to move ourselves, to the next level. Okay. So my thing is this. um, Go ahead and try to figure out where you want to be at. Um, you know, Meditate sometimes, meditate and figure out what you want to do, how you want to do it, and everything like that, because this is very important. Read, okay? Just don't go by what other people say. Read about the different topics, read about the different subject matters, read about um, who's in business, how they got there, read about economics, read about money, okay? If you read about how money was created and why it was created, it would brighten your whole mindset. Okay, and I have a video based on that too, in the state of awareness too, and it's talking about Africa and how money is actually plays a part in this whole scenario in this country, and not just in the country, around the world. So you need to look at that and research it, find out exactly what's going on, um, why monies was created, how you can use money, how you can use the banking system, how you can get it from under your social security number and get your tax ID number and utilize that to build business credit to be a separate entity from the rest of society, so you can go anywhere in the world and be able to do business with different people that's probably looking for people just like yourself to do business with, but they just can't find you because of the fact that usually when companies from out of the United States and or these United States, other Americas, when people are looking to, they have a database, they have business databases, and they search these databases and they look at, okay, who's in business? Are they doing their financial um, statements are they submitting their financial statements every year? Um, these are the things that you have to look at, right? Because it's very important that you do these things. Okay, it's not that it's not that it's impossible for you to to acquire that information. It's what's impossible. What makes it impossible is the fact that you do not try, and you've been dealing with so many negative people to a point where you don't trust anybody. All right, those of you who don't understand, you can never do anything by yourself. You must get a team of individuals that you can put together, multiple talents, multiple skill sets that you can work with. And these individuals, you have to task them responsibilities, okay? And you must make a report of it and then have a meeting so that you all can talk about what needs to be done, how things need to be done, etc. Okay, and follow up, send emails. Okay, get together, go out to have lunch, go have a cup of coffee or a smoothie or whatever. Take walks in the park together and talk about your objectives and what you want to do. Have raffles. It don't have to be like it could be $5 raffle, $10 raffles, whatever you may think, but have something, do something, okay, so that things will move forward, okay, as you grow your business. Um, you have to do that, okay? And those of you who just started, those of you who are just coming and viewing this video right here, you need to go back and look at the topic, how to build a business mindset. Okay, go back to that series, look at those videos, go through them, and you have to go through all of them. All of them may not pertain to you. Some of them you may say, I'm all over the place, but all it's doing is planting the seed of understanding in your mind so that you will be able to grow later on. As you grow and you look at these videos, you'll find out that subliminally, okay, you have inherited the skills that's necessary for you to grow into an effective business person. Okay, it don't matter what it is. Okay, there's a lot of things going out here. They use television to persuade your mindset. They use news media, do all different things. My series of videos is structuring you to think on a level that will push you ahead further than I am possibly, okay? But I've been around a long time. I read a lot of books. I've talked to a lot of people, and I've learned to read people, okay? The whole thing is that you must organize yourself, your ideals, write everything down, type it out in a Word document, make PowerPoint presentations, make videos just like I'm doing right now. Talk to people, network with people. It don't matter who they are. Talk. You have to talk to people. You'd be surprised. Some people are jerks, right? But if you get to know these people actually have valuable information. I found out myself. I've talked to jerks a lot, people that may be assholes or whatever you want to call it. But these individuals, once I sit down and start talking to them, and they start trusting me, they have some valuable and viable ideals that I can use, okay? And if I can use these ideals, so can you. All right. And these individuals you may not have contact with. You probably never get in contact with individuals because you're from another state. You're not part of this community. Okay. But you have to understand one thing. You have to learn how to deal with society. You must understand what's going on. Some people read books, some people look at videos, whatever the situation is, but the end result is this. You have to start learning from somewhere. Okay. Some people don't like reading books. This is the reason why I'm making these videos like this, because of the fact that I know people don't like reading. Some people don't like listen to people as they talk, anything like that. Some people rather get the information off the television, off the news or videos, anything like, whatever the situation is. Some information is misguided. Okay, what I have done, I have researched a lot of information on the internet, and I have listened to a lot of different structured thinkers. And if I come across something, I would mention it in my videos, okay? Just like Dr. Boyce Watkins, Dr. Umar Johnson, and you have a couple of other ones that's based on that. You can listen to these individuals talk, and it will lead you to different directions, okay? If you have a question about something, you can, send me an email, or you can put it in comment in my blog if you want it to be more personal. You can go to my business website, which is Shepherd Family Enterprise, um, at .com, ShepherdEnterprise.com. You can go to my website, and you can go to my blog site, and you can find out exactly what's going on. You can, tell me that you want to be a part of it. You join my blog site, and then you get involved in some of the conversations that people are actually talking about every day at my blog site. Okay. Um, if you do this, you'll find out that some people you're gonna filter out. Okay, period. You're gonna filter out some people that you don't want to talk to. You're gonna filter out people you don't really care to talk about. But the thing is that you need to talk to a diverse crowd. Some people you may not like. Some people you may not. You got to get out of that mindset. I hate everybody. I don't want to talk to anybody. You will never accomplish anything. Some people, they don't like talking to people, but they go to work every day with people are talking. Your brain never shuts down. Your brain is continuing to talk, to listen. Your brain is like a sponge. You can't tune it out. Even when you think you tune it out, your brain is actually absorbing information. Okay, absorbing everything it hears, absorbing everything that you may think you're not listening to. It absorbs. So you must open your mind and try to control the things that's around you. You must be tentative. You must listen for intelligent conversations, so that when other people are talking and you're in this silent state and you think that you actually ignoring everything, which your brain is not. Your brain's retaining information whether you know it or not. You can focus on things. You can place that solid state with useful information by listening to people of intelligence. Okay, you can do that. Another thing, listen to videos subliminal messages, videos that you can listen to while you sleep. Okay, your mind is constantly retaining information and learning and growing and triggering different intellectual levels and stuff like that. You have to do these things. Okay. Um, you go through videos, go through different websites, and listen to people, listen what they're saying, and just hear them out, okay? And just as long as you're learning about business, you learn about how to conduct business, you learn about how you can make your life better, your family's life better, and everything like that. The problem that most African American families have is the fact that they refuse to work together. Okay, they go off in their own little directions. They create another core family that they deal with has nothing to do with their bloodline. So when there's people in your family that needs help, no one can help them because the people in the family are not pulling together and creating some type of estate. Now, what I've done in my business, okay, I'm creating the estate. I'm purchasing stock and everything just like that, so that if someone needs something, I can at least try to help them. Okay, and I can write it off as a tax write-off. Okay, of course everything you give away, you just write a receipt. Okay, give them, write a receipt. Okay, I gave this person a check. All right, and it's for this right here. And when you do that, you take it and you to the revenue, and you tell me, listen, okay, this I did this under this charitable thing. You have to do that. You have to contribute. If you want to give away money, start your charitable organization. Okay, you can take some of the money that you make, you can put it in this charitable institution that you created, and then what happens is that the monies that you give out, the government will give you credit for it, tax credit for it. Okay, so you don't have to give money out your pocket. You say, okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to put at least $500, okay, in this charitable event, and if I find out someone needs my help, what I'll do, I write them a check. I'm not giving nobody's cash. Some people say, "Oh, can you give me cash? I need this." No, I'm not. Don't give anybody any cash. Money is worthless. Okay, money is as worthless as a check. You understand? You can't just take a check with when there's write a price on there, write money amount on it, hand it to the cashier, and spend it. Okay, because there's no backing behind it. The only backing that's behind that check is what's in your account, and what's in your account is backed by a bond. All right, a reserve bond that the government controls. All right, there's no real money being transferred between business and entity. That's why myself, I try not to use money. There's certain things I use money like coins like that. But if I can prevent myself from using money, I do not use it because money is worthless. Believe me, money is worthless. You need credit. You need business credit. You need credit, 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 credit. Credit is backed by power. As long as you have credibility, you can get anything you want. You can move around any way you want. You can grant credit to other people through your sources, and then you can get money based on the works that you perform for other people, and then they pay you for this advice, they pay you for this credit, and you can pass it on others. There's another thing that a person can do. Let's say that you borrow money from the bank. Okay, you can borrow money from one bank, put it into another financial institution, and get a loan. You understand? Take that loan money, put it back into another bank, right? And one bank would pay another bank off. You understand? Pay the interest off. So once you pay that interest off, all right, you didn't make money on their money, and you did a return on their money with, let's say, 3 months. All right. I have done the same thing. So you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. Believe me. All right. And I'm encouraging you. Don't turn your back on your families. All right. Do not turn your back on your families. Um, everyone has problems with their family members. Some people alienate each other, but that's okay. Those persons or those families who alienate each other, then okay, maybe that's the way God wants it. Okay, don't let someone throw religious factors into what you are and what God wants you to do. Okay. Always think of one thing, that whatever I do in my life have been decisions I make come from only one person, one entity, and that's God. God comes deliver you the information you need. The ideals, whether you recognize them or not, it's up to you to manifest them dreams or those ideals into actual work. Anything you want is available to you. All you have to do is think about it, make it true, and then act upon it. There's going to be ups and downs in this journey, but I'm gonna tell you something. You will make it, okay? Because of the fact that I'm telling you, if I can get this far, you can. You understand? If I can get this far, you can. All it takes is for you to try. All it takes is for you to understand the fact that there's a possibility that you can be great, you can be wealthy. All right. I'm on that journey, okay? And I've talked to hundreds of people, okay? Hundreds of people. I give out hundreds of flyers. I've traveled across the United States, giving out a lot of my business information, and not one person have called me back. Now, I'm not saying no one has looked at my videos, went to my website, because when I go to look at analytics on my website, it's banging. Okay, people go to my website, they read through my information. There are more people know about the Shepherd Enterprise Business Administration and Information System Consultants than you can ever imagine. I have thousands and thousands of views, okay, every month on my business website, okay, and my blog site, and the things I create. There are thousands and thousands of people look at my videos, okay, and whether it's from one source or another. Now, the views on these videos on YouTube, well, it may not show a lot of different things, but see, the thing about it is that there are ways companies can look at videos and it's not even tracked. You understand what I'm talking about, Or they can record it and then replay it. You see, I can record my screen right now. I can record all my videos, right? And then replay it. There's no way the internet is going to know that I actually downloaded these videos and I'm playing them or I'm sharing them among people. All right. All it is that as long as I am able to talk to individuals, as long as I know that I can get people to understand what's going on in my business life and how I can help you and you can help me, that's all that matters. Okay. So um I'm gonna wrap this up. And again, like I say, I want you to get out there and do something. Okay. Start a business, write things out, have a plan for the year, okay, and file for your LLC, file for your S corp, file for, to have a charitable organization. Get your EIN, get or your TIN. Get this information, file it, and start working with yourself and working with others, utilizing your business account information. Okay, all right. Again, I would like for you to like my video, share it, and go ahead and click the alarm button so when I make other videos, you will be alerted. Okay? All right. Thank you very much. Peace.
Okay, so the concept live. I'm gonna test that first. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, this and today we have forum for if you can like this YouTube channel, subscribe to it, and hit the alarm button so that whenever I make more videos or add another video, then you'll be alerted so you can jump in on the discussion. We talk about a lot of different things in an open forum. It's not really too structured, but just to find out exactly where you are right now, what you doing during the day, what you doing right now. Okay, what have you accomplished during this week? All right. I want to talk a little bit about myself again for those of you who just may joined us or this may be your first time meeting me. Okay. Um, like I said, my name is Nicholas Shephard, Nicholas Willis Shephard. Um, I am 58. I'll be 59 on May the 28th. I'm a business consultant. I've been doing business consulting for the last, for a little over, well, over 25 years. Okay. I'm an ex Marine Corps platoon sergeant, and I have experienced a lot of different things. Okay. So, I'm married, of course, and I have two two sons and two daughters, and two mothers of those two sons. All right. So, um, I'm gonna start it out like this. What have you been doing this week? What have you accomplished? Okay. Have you written down a group of things that you want to accomplish this week? Have you talked and encouraged one or two persons to network with you in trying to formulate some type of business idea? I am constantly meeting people every day. I am like I'm very proactive as far as talking to people and finding out what their minds set on and everything like that. I really encourage you to do the same thing. Don't be shy, right? Don't be shy. Talk to people. Find out what's on their mind. The only thing they probably say to you is "fuck you" or "I think you're crazy." All right. But there are certain individuals out there who really want to talk to people, right? Now, myself, I have been in situations where, yeah, I've been in situations where I've been talking to an individual. And, first of all, I want to make sure my microphone is okay. I don't even know if my microphone is on. I think it's on because I went to another channel and it started to. So, um, okay, it's working. All right. So, anyway, if you really want to be successful in life, all right, or you basically, if you hear any stuff in the background, my wife, she's cooking. She is experimenting with some curry chicken, right? She chopped it up. And we have this power cooker that we use. And, so we're trying that out, right? She don't know I'm making a live video, so dogs up there asleep. You know, she sleeps all day. She works too. What do you think? What are you doing today? What are you doing tonight? Today's Friday. Okay. Um, COVID-19 is about to be a thing of the past. Next 18 months. What are you planning on doing? Are you planning on traveling? You know. Today I got my passport. Well, not today, but yesterday. I went down. Yesterday. It was yesterday. It was day before yesterday. I went down and submitted my passport. You know, I have goals, right? And the goals that I have is basically to go out there and meet individuals and um, explore what's going on outside the United States, man. You know, well, I've been outside the United States, all right? Some of you have been outside the United States. So you really need to make that move, man. All right? Like, don't be trapped here. Don't do it. Okay? Don't let people discourage you to think that's a lot of, you know, it's bad all over, right? You know what I'm saying? The United States is not the best country you can be in. It's not definitely not the worst. All right? It's one of the better countries you can be in, but you can sustain yourself anywhere. Okay? If you've been living in this country, all right, you can go anywhere, man, and live. Now, some of you have been spoiled to a point where you feel as if you don't have to listen to anybody, and you have been on top of the food chain. You live in other countries, and you may not have that privilege, but you don't have to like back up a little bit and then figure out exactly what you want to do because you're not going to get the same type of wealth as you did in the United States of what I call it, these United States of the Americas, right? Because you have North, South, you know what I'm saying? You have North, Central, and South America, right? Um, so you need to understand is that there is a life outside the United States, man. You know what I'm saying? And this is the world is a lot better than it used to be. There's wars going on all over the place, so you don't have to worry about uh, stumbling on some type of pandemic or something that you know, man. Don't let them scare you from traveling, man. You know, there's people traveling every day. There's hundreds of flights leaving. Right? I don't say hundreds, okay. There's at least 5 or 6 flights leaving. You know what I'm saying? That's the minimum I'm saying, okay? Leaving the United States, going to other countries, man. Every day, man. And you can put yourself on one of those flights, okay? I'm getting my passport, man. I'm gonna get my daughter, get her passport, and we're gonna make that move, man. I'm gonna go. My thing, I'm going to Africa. You know, people been talking about it. I'm gonna make that move. I'm gonna go, and I'm really gonna see. You know, me being African American. It's one thing about talking about it. Another thing is being about it, right? But that's not the only reason why I'm going to Africa. I'm going to Africa because I need to smell the atmosphere. I need to smell, you know what I'm saying, what Africa smells like. You know, I know in America, I've been around America, I know what America smells like. But I need to feel, my spirit, man, needs to be there, man. You know what I'm saying? I need to go there to find out, you know, what's going on. There's people like, they don't want to leave this country, man. You know, and they don't understand that their ancestor was kidnapped, and they don't understand. You know, they're like, you know, I was looking at this one, well, I was reading this one booklet, and this person was saying that Harriet Tubman said um, she had saved so many different people, right? You know, from slavery. She was enslaved a lot more, you know, if they only, you know, but they just, didn't, they didn't know they were slaves, or it's just that they wanted to be slaves, you know, and they was afraid to leave, man, because they figured that what was they gonna be able to do, These people during that time, a lot of Europeans, these individuals, so trapped and made them think that there was nothing else outside of slavery, man. It was just BS. And they wouldn't let anybody talk to them, right? And then they composed an educational system, man, that confined them to a theory that never existed. Man. So, yeah, think about that. Right? Um, I was engaged with um, an individual. Okay, I'm not trying to engage with a man. I'm trying to engage in a conversation. And you know, I am very knowledgeable of it. I'm a leader, and I pray about it. Right, so it's not like I'm a leader because someone says, "Hey, listen, I want you to be a leader." I'm a leader because I have been bred and trained by our government to be a leader, right? And I have studied and I did follow ups on a lot of different things to ensure that the information that I deliver to someone is obtainable. And not only that, they can go back and research information that I actually give them. Today, I was talking to a young man, and he was. It's amazing, man, how much an African American man do not know. And if you watch some of my other videos, you will learn exactly what's going on because I'm expressing to you, I'm telling you, I am heavily engaged in conversations with individuals. So it's not like I'm sitting back watching people. I am actually talking to them and find out what's on their mind. You know, I found out, man. I found out. Like you have some culturally ignorant, right, and socially incompetent individuals out there. Now, those of you who just getting aboard, I don't use the word racism. Racism is a restricted word, and it bounds you to a theory or a thought pattern that does not exist. All right, the same culturally ignorant, right, and socially incompetent put them in a whole new category of understanding. Being culturally ignorant means that you have not learned about that culture that you so called, despise. And being socially ignorant, incompetent, means that you're not even capable of combining any type of thought with these individuals because, number one, you refuse to learn the language, right? You think you're superior, right? And you have people that got you think because you're American and you're so-called pro-white that everybody got to bow down to you. You know what I'm saying? You are in a bubble, right? And there's people in this country, Europeans as well, understand that you are in a bubble. You need to come out of that bubble, man. After you're not supreme, my friend. If you think you're so supreme, you need to start googling what's going on in Europe right now with those so-called white people over there. They're suffering. They're not. They not. They don't have. And they don't even want to come here, man. And if they do come here, man, they're gonna bring problems, man. Okay, seriously. Let's say they stop all Africans, Middle Eastern, Chinese, Japanese, whatever, non so-called white people coming to America, right? And they start letting these Europeans over here. This flood Russians, Bulgarians, Yugoslavian, Romanians, Kurds. Let the all man. Do you know what this country look like, man? You will not be happy, man. Okay, there be wars over here, man. Because these guys over here, man, they very territorial, man. They not like you know us as African Americans or Indians. I'm saying, 'cause we have been trained to be disciplined. right? But them guys, man, you're not really to train them, man. Okay, and you're gonna be in a very, uncomfortable position in your life, right? So anyway, um, you need to figure out what you want to do. Right? You need to figure out what you want to do in your life. You need to figure out um, what type of knowledge you must maintain. You need to figure out what type of books you want to read. Okay, you must figure out who you want to socialize with, who you want to be around you, who you want to feed off of, who you want feeding off you. These things are very important. Okay, they are very important. Um, I feel like rats eat garbage, man. All right, and if you give it, if you around garbage, that's what it's going to feed off of you. Okay, rats. Okay, and you can put anything on your plate. You understand? That don't mean anybody's going to eat it. And just because it's on someone's plate, don't mean that you need to pick off of it. All right. So you have to learn to determine what your feast going to be. Right? Okay. Um, I was, and I don't like pointing fingers. I don't like talking about other things. But some things, man, I've learned and I've seen. There's a lot of men out there, man. They need help, man. They really need help. Okay, and they're not doing what they need to be, man. They got, and I'm talking like, and it's like, okay, you have the feminist movement, right? And that's very confusing to me because I go out here and I walk around and I see women and they like, where's the fucking movement, man? You know what I'm saying? I feel like the only time, and they give it like they gave a fucking a woman's history month, man. A woman's history month, man. Really? You know what I'm saying? Like we don't know you exist, man. I'm like, how ridiculous this shit is, man. I'm like, we know that you have contributed to our society, man. But you want to, man. I'm like, just like Black History Month. Okay. Well, Black History Month is only designed to educate the Africans, the descendants of slaves in this country, that they were part of something. Man. You know what I'm saying? And give them type of structure and wisdom and knowledge about their ancestors over in Africa. Okay, something that has been denied to them for for hundreds of years, man. And they're still not really training or teaching these young African young men or providing a system or structured dialogue to these young men to let them know that where they come from. They're not even providing the means to go back to Africa, man, if they don't want to be here, man. I'm sorry. I'm telling you something. These young men transition from Nigeria to Africa. Should be so easy. It should be easy as jump, walk out the corner, get on the bus, and leave. That's how simple it should be for the African American leaders. You know what I'm saying? It should be that easy and that cheap. They're like, but they're not gonna let us leave like that, man. You know what I'm saying? But then you got people who don't like us. See, because they know that there's a lot of things that they get from us, man. They can get from their own people, you know. But the stuff's gonna backfire, right? Because what's gonna happen is that you got people out there. They really think that they're going in the right direction, and they're not. And the reason why they're not going in the right direction because they feel as if somebody owed them something. And I'm telling you something, nobody owe you anything, man. You know? Well, put it this way. If I want your money, I owe you a lot. Okay, I'm like, damn, man, I didn't get it, man. I didn't lie to this person again, man. I owed him this lie. And you believe it. If you believe a lie, a person's going to tell you a lie, right? And they're going to make it sound like the truth. Um, so you got to be careful who you talk to, right? And who you listen to. Listen, but be very, be very selective in your listening. Don't ignore everybody. You know, you got some people. I have this. Okay, I'm working this. You know, I've been around. Okay, I've worked different jobs. There are people that just don't listen to nobody. You know what I'm saying? They feel like they don't know what they're talking about. They listen to them. You know, I'm just like, there's people that really need to be in a mental hospital, and they're not there. And they work normal jobs, and they get these people this medication, and they're taking time bombs. Um, let me see. Mommy, put three ice like this. Put like this much. Pour first this much, then put three ice. And give me cherry coke. Yeah. So um, it's sad, okay. And the more I read and the more I learn, you know what I'm saying, the more I start finding out that there are a lot of people out there that really don't know. These are Europeans, man. Okay, these are the ones supposed to be on top of the food chain. Man, these people are not that smart, man. You know what I'm saying? And we're not talking about the ones who've been trained to deceive us. We talk about people, man, that have not. They're in the same boat we are in, man. The only difference they have between those who's keeping us oppressed is their skin color. They're riding on the halls of the intelligent, you know, people, right? And they're sitting there and they are basically allowing you to feel as if they're in charge. You know, there's individuals out there that argues with these people, okay? And instead of educating them, like, you know how ignorant you sound, man? Or you appear to these people. If you are talking to someone and you arguing with them and you're not giving them any constructive or, you know, any information that's beneficial to them, they can take away with like, wow, you know, he really made me feel stupid. Okay, like there's a gentleman that you know I don't really talk to him, but he has a certain you know he's a redneck, you know what I'm saying, and and I don't think he really cares for me. I'm not saying he don't like me, but he really don't care for me. And he, you know, and he's doing stuff, man, that he should be doing at his age. He's an older guy, and it's embarrassing. And he complains like a teenager, man. And he gripes and he complains and he does all this other stuff, man. And I'm looking at this guy, man, and you know, and then he don't want you to finish cooking. And he don't want to hear nobody, man. He really don't want nobody to tell him nothing. He don't even want nobody to give him any advice, man, because he's so twisted up in his game or he's so twisted up in his ideal of whatever fictional character he's trying to make. It's embarrassing, you know, and you know, and he don't come to me and saying that, man. You know, I'm like, because I'm like, this is the person I am. Right? I have a lot of courage, man. It works, right? Now, I'm not into about courage. I'm not gonna like. I don't physically do anything, but I'll say things to you, man, that make you wanna do something, and then I result it, right? It's a checkmate type stuff, right? And there's things you can't shake, right? If I say something, you ain't gonna shake this for the rest of your life, okay? If I say something to you, you're not gonna be able to shake it, man. You're not gonna forget about it, man. You know. And if you're doing the stuff that I think you're doing, and you know what I'm saying, I say it to you, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna stay with you for the rest of your life. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it is, but you can take this shit to the grave, man. Because it's gonna sting like that. You know, and it's gonna be the truth. And once I reveal that truth to you, um, as soon as I reveal that truth to you, it's gonna be like you're gonna be walking around with a mirror in your face, man. And every time you see, you're gonna see yourself, man, in that light. And that's what wisdom does to a person. You know, wisdom is not a scary thing, right? Wisdom will follow you, man. If somebody with wisdom says something to you, and you tend to think that you can just walk off in your merry way, it's not gonna happen. Okay. Yes, an intelligent thinker. Like I am an intelligent thinker. I wish I was more intelligent. I wish I can gather more people with the intelligence that I have in the circle, and then work on society, man. I feel like, man, I'd be a millionaire, man. I would be. I'd be a millionaire, man. You know, like I was talking to an individual, and I was telling them, I was like, you know what? If I can get a person to listen to me, right? You know what I'm saying? And this person said, okay, listen, I'm gonna stay with you. I'm gonna listen to you. I'm gonna follow instructions. And through that, okay, what I'm gonna do is find other people to listen to you, right? And then gain understanding before. Because I'm not trying to hurt nobody. I'm not trying to steal from nobody. I'm not trying to lose nobody. I'm not doing anything. The only thing I'm trying to do is restructure a person's thought pattern so that we all can make money out here.